We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today we've got an NFC South matchup as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ihmir Smith-Marsette now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. First play, and Young is going to throw it. And his first look is incomplete.
Anytime the ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. His throw is going to be incomplete.
Incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crack the throwing lanes?
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Young now. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big play there for Carolina. 58 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw, Young. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds, or no one's going to have a chance at it.
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 24. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Finding room at midfield. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. That is 1st incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Mayfield now. That's taken in by Gage. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 4. Now Mayfield. Quick throw there is incomplete. Looking for Cade Otton that time, and it's 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Russell Gage, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense. Sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. Fielded just inside the 30. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Second down, Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
1st down, Mayfield. He'll leave this one for White. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 30 yards. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the 2nd half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this 1st half. Well, not much time remains here in this 1st half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Young. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Now 2nd and 3. Now Young. Again, it's Johnson. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 1st and 10. Young. He's got Mingo. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit, and they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
This is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Young to throw it. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Deontay Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's got Arden on the out route. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard
from the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Going with White here, toss left. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
3rd and 3. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the stills. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
They go play action. Mayfield. Right back to Chris Godwin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Off the play fake, Young. And Thomas has it. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him and not go back to him. He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw, Young. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Young now from the 50. Bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Throwing the 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Henry Anderson there on the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So now Young and the Panthers down 21-10, a minute 55 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Young to throw. got his man complete over the middle. That's Hubbard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Now Young, able to find Thielen, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Open man is Mingo, complete.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Here comes second down. Now Young. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Young. Pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here's Young. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here is Young. That's caught by Johnson. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Young to throw it. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Another try from the 14 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Young. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
One last shot for Young. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Panthers 18.
Get something together. Let's go now. Let's go. up, baby? Let's go. Do your thing.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.